Hey everybody, it's Brett from Jersey Guys Balls, and today I'm going to show you some updates that we have in our facility and our top 5 hatchlings for 2025 so far. So let's get into it. Alright everybody, so let's get into it. This is my first time with like a vlogging style holding the camera, so sorry if it's pretty terrible. But anyways, getting into our facility updates. Honestly, there isn't too many updates that we've made since the last time we were doing videos a couple years ago. Realistically, it's really just, we've really fit out the room so far. It's still going to be the same where this is the front door, you come in, and then you're faced with a wall of ARS racks, and these are all our males. You see a lot of holdbacks, and we picked up a bunch of males. We got a second 50-40 rack for the males, and this one is basically almost completely full. But that's probably it for the males. Hatchlings, we're still going with the sea serpents. We use the FB5 tubs from Freedom Breeder. We really like it. It's a nice confined space for when they first hatch out, and I think they really eat pretty well. And then whenever they get a little too big, over 300, 250 grams, we'll move them to the VE18 tubs. But by that time, if they haven't sold, we'll really look to sell them pretty quick, either on auction or on Palm Street or something like that. But let's go over to the female side, where again, it hasn't really changed a lot. We just really, we're basically full. There's not really much more space. So coming on to this side, you can see basically this wall, that back wall, and this wall. They're all completely full. Not every tub is filled, but pretty much all the wall space for any new racks is filled. So I don't know that we're going to continue to grow with more and more racks. Probably just fill these up and then start cycling through. That was really one of our goals getting into this. We knew we wanted to grow up until a certain size, and once we run out of space, then we'll just start upgrading genetics more and more and more, as we already have. But that's what we'll be more focused on, instead of just continuing to have more and more females. So at this moment, we do 11 high for female racks. So we have two 70-30 racks. Everything's from ARS, but they're 11 high, so they're 33s. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 55-40 racks for females, and they're all 11 high as well, so they're 44. And then we just have the 1065, which we've always had. But besides that, besides filling up the room, the only other upgrade I believe we have is this new work area, where you can see we have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. We picked up a new ultrasound, a Mind Ray. I'll do a video on that soon. It's unbelievable how nice it is. We still have the Contact. Love the Contact. I think it's the perfect first ultrasound for anyone that wanted to get an ultrasound. But besides that, this new stainless steel work area is a lifesaver. It changes everything. It goes from having to work on like a black cart, which is very nice, but you have so much more space, especially for like packing snakes and getting ready to ship them. It just blew my mind after the first time using it. What else can I show you real quick before we get into the top 5 snakes for 2025? We have a bunch of males in with females right now. Let's see if any of them are locked. No. Go over here. Alright, so this is going right here. So this is going to be a Super ODYB Ultra Male to a double hit Monsoon Ultra Male. So obviously we're looking to hit some combo Ultra Male het Monsoons, ideally a male to be honest. But that would be an absolutely killer pairing. Right here we have a pretty similar one actually. So this is a Super ODYB Leopard DG female. She's from Aussie, to a Leopard double het Monsoon DG male, which would be great to have some DG, combo DG het Monsoons. We do have a Leopard DG Monsoon that we hit last year. I'll do a video on 2024s that we hit because it's loaded. We really crushed it in 2024. We have a Leopard DG Monsoon male that is coming up to size, but he's not quite there yet. So I'm gonna get some girls going with that Leopard double hit and see where we go. And by the time he's ready, hopefully a lot of these girls are growing. But yep, I think that's it for the facility updates. Let's get into our top 5 hatchlings of 2025 so far. Alright guys, so let me explain our 2025 for you first. Our 2025 went so late for us this year for some reason. So out of 2025, we're going to have 55 clutches, I believe. And out of those 55, so far today is November 19th. Only 35 of them have hatched. So, which means in the next month and a half, we're going to have another 20 clutches hatch. And I will say the last 20 have hatched in the last probably 45 days as well. So it was super late. I would say like 85% of our hatchlings are hatching within like a 4-month span. It just happens to be at the end of this month or at the end of this year. So I will do another top 5 or maybe a top 10 early next year when 2025 is completely over and everything is hatched out. So I wanted to bring you the top 5 so far out of the, I don't know, first 30 something clutches that have hatched so far, and let's get into it. Alright guys, I'm gonna need a favor. Just ignore the weird angle that you have of my belly right now. My tripod's a little messed up and it won't let me angle down far enough and hold the camera still or whatever. So I'll have that fixed for next time. I still wanted to bring you this video today, so let's get into it. So starting with our top 5, we're going to start at 5, go down to our favorite snake that we hatched out so far in 2025. This is number 5. This is what I have marked as a Odie Enchi Hurricane Clown Pied. And he is amazing. He's been super slow to get on food, still working on that. But he's got such a busy pattern for pied, especially clown pied. I feel like it's kind of getting slept on right now. The trouble with pied is a lot of the patterning looks the same with pied. Doesn't even matter what genes it is. And then when you throw a bunch of genes in with pied, it's really hard to tell what's in there and what's not. But there's no way around it. A Enchi OD Hurricane Clown Pied is just remarkable. He's definitely one of my favorites. He'd probably be in the top 10 early next year as well. I don't think you could get much better than this pattern wise on a pied. I absolutely love it. Look how busy that is. But that's number 5. Let's get into number 4. Guys, so number 4, we actually have a tie. They're clutch mates. I just couldn't pick one from this clutch because I really love them both so much. I'll tell you the pairing. So here they are. The pairing was a redhead confusion yellow belly clown male to a banana black pastel leopard Wookie, possible red stripe, possible yellow belly clown female. And I'll post a picture of her here. Yeah, we picked her up from Canova a couple years ago. She's an absolutely stunning female, and she's still holding that color super well. This hatchling almost looks identical to her. But I'll show these off individually. I'll tell you what I think they are, and I'll also say that we are going to shed test them because I'm not 100% sure on what they are either. I hope that the camera's picking this up right. I'm filming by myself today, so it's a little tricky to try to get all the colors perfect from the animals. I have it set up to where I think it would be good, but let's get into it. So this is what I believe to be close to the female. I really don't think the camera's picking up these colors. I'll post some pictures of her here while I'm talking. So this is what I believe is a banana black pastel Wookie, possible leopard, possible confusion with a side patterning going on, clown. I'm not sure besides that, and we're gonna shed test and know for sure pretty soon, but I cannot explain to you guys how orange this is. Hopefully the pictures do her a little justice. She actually just hatched out. She looks a little thin. I don't think she's had a meal quite yet. She hatched out I think 2 weeks ago, but this is I think this is a male actually, and it's a male we're super excited about, and he's absolutely gorgeous. The clutch mate of that one is one that I think is really amazing. I believe this to be a black pastel leopard redhead, possibly confusion, probably confusion, yellow belly clown. Again, we're going to shed test all of these. The redhead is really giving it away on the head, I believe. Confusion's a wacky pattern. Black pastel and leopard really throws that kind of pattern as well. But this is a super powerful male. I couldn't be more excited for him. He will most likely end up in the holdback rack, but until we get the shed test results, I'm not 100% sure. But what do you guys think? These two are remarkable for being in the same clutch. It's hard to believe that something so different would be in the same clutch. But let's get into number 3. I only got 3 left to show you today. Let's do it. Alright guys, number 3. The pairing on this was a Black Pastel Chocolate DG Hypo Het Clown male to our ODYB Double Het DG Clown female. This male is stunning, needless to say. This is a Black Pastel ODYB DG Clown Het Hypo. It's a male. You got super lucky with it being a male. You can see how bright and vibrant it is. I hope this camera is picking up the colors. It looks like it might be a little bit yellow. In person, it's pretty orange. Ton of contrast on the back. The tail is super cool looking as well. But just a really, really powerful male that we'll have going for us in the future for sure. We hit another one in this clutch, but I thought it was DG Clown to begin with. I thought it was a Black Pastel Chocolate ODYB DG Clown Het Hypo. I believe it's not DG. The ODYB is just really brightening it up. When you compare these side by side, this one just blows that one away. But I'm super excited for this male. I think Black Pastel Chocolate is going to be essential for the DG Clown project. And I'm really excited to see it with Hypo, and I want to see it with Hurricane in the future as well. I think that could really be amazing. Alright, so we only got 2 left. Let's get into number 2. Alright guys, number 2. The pairing on this girl was a Fire Cypress Spot Nose Leopard Het Clown to a Mahogany Clown. So obviously in that female, the Fire Cypress Leopard Spot Nose Het Clown, Cypress and Spot Nose are going to be allelic, which means all the offspring will have either Spot Nose or Cypress. They won't have both. Which really threw me for a trip because I could have swore there was going to be Spot Nose and Cypress in this one until I remembered they were allelic. This is what I have marked as a Fire Cypress Leopard Mahogany Clown. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Look how blown out the sides are. It almost looks as crazy as Tornado. The head, obviously just that single dot on the head. And then just a really, really wacky pattern throughout. Of course, this is the best of the clutch, which means for us, it has been a problem feeder to start. As a lot of these have been in this video, besides a couple. But this is one that I'm super excited about in the future. She's a super powerful female. I can't wait to see her with Hypo. I think Hypo, with the contrast of the blacks on the back, would be amazing. I think it would just be bright purple and it would just look amazing. I think Ultramel would probably do the same thing. Obviously DG Ecstatic would be amazing. I just try to come up with other ideas besides that because that's kind of the go-to at the moment. I really, really love this girl. I love how the sides are kind of blown up like that. Hopefully it's coming up pretty clear for you. Nice clean belly. I don't know why, it's a simple part. Right behind the nostrils, there's 2 little dots right there. I think it just adds so much to the snake for some reason. But really, really cool female for the future. Hopefully she starts eating pretty good soon. And I will get in number 1, and I'm excited about this male that just hatched out. Let's do it. Alright guys, starting with the pairing again, since that's been what we're doing this video. The pairing on this guy was a Double Het Sunset Puzzle male to a Pastel Hypo Double Het Sunset Puzzle female. So we hit the odds. We got super lucky, and we hit the odds with the sex as well. So this is what we have marked as a Sunset Puzzle Het Hypo. We got super lucky with this male. Obviously 1 in 16 to hit the Sunset Puzzle in that clutch. He looks absolutely stunning. Hopefully the camera's picking up the colors. I'm in love with him. I think he's by far genetically one of the most powerful snakes. Maybe not phenotypically the most powerful snake. I think he's absolutely gorgeous. but compared to the last few, it's hard to phenotypically keep up. But he's really stunning male. He's going to be essential for our sunset puzzle project in the future. We really want to have hypo in there. I think hypo sunset is essential. I think it's the best looking sunset besides the ultramel sunset, which is also another recessive we'll get in there. What I would like to see in this male in the future, I would like to see some codoms, obviously. I want to see some hurricane special, would be a huge one. Maybe Cosmos, I think, could really whack it out. Lace, I think, would really clean it up. But this male is just really unbelievable, guys. We literally just hatched him out last week. He just shed out. Hasn't even been offered a meal yet. But yeah, I'm ecstatic about him, guys. Let me know what you think about the Sunset Puzzle project. What codoms would you like to see in the Sunset Puzzle? I'm so excited for the project in the future. I'm truly happy that we're able to have this male. And shout out to Brock for being innovative and even coming up with this project, being the first one to hit it. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's our top 5 hatchlings of 2025 so far, which is, I think it's right around 30 to 35 clutches that we have hatched out and shed so far. I couldn't be more excited for each of them individually and for their own reasons. Obviously we have some phenotypically absolutely beautiful, and phenotypically just means how they look. They just look absolutely stunning. The pattern was either really crazy or the color was amazing. Then genetically we have that Sunset Puzzle hypo, which is our number 1. I couldn't be more excited for him. He's gonna have such a big role with us in the future. Sunset Puzzle is something that we're really driving forward in the next couple of years. I'm sorry we took a year, 2 years off of YouTube. Life just got really busy. I'm working full time. I do the snakes. We have 700 snakes that I gotta take care of as well. So sometimes it's really hard to find the drive or the time to do this piece of the industry. But I'm gonna do my best to get back into it going forward, guys. No promises, but I'll do it when I can. I'll try to upload some quality content for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, any ideas of videos that you want to see, let me know. I'm an open book. I'll do anything you guys want me to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the weird angle again. Sorry if the colors aren't picked up. I'm all by myself today. I'm just trying to do what I can to put something out there because something's better than nothing. I'll have it fixed in the future, I promise. But I'm gonna close it out, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. And until next time, take it easy.